But I want the ball in Lonzo Ball's hands. I don't want LeBron bringing it up 60% of the time if I have Lonzo Ball and I'm the Lakers, assuming he's what we saw in Summer League. And so I think if LeBron is saying, I'll go play with Lonzo Ball, and you know what? I'm going to be a scorer. I'm going to average 30 points and 9 rebounds. I'm not going to be a point guard half the time.
I want to go far, there's no stopping. I see them watching, I see them hating. One day I swear I'm going to be on the station. Mama, I got to make moves.
The NBA right now is pretty much dead as hell. I mean, there's not much news. There's not many legit stories. And how do I know that? Well, because the only story people can find is a few tweets that somehow confirms LeBron James in LA. I'm sure we all saw the tweet last week that said LeBron James is 100% out of Cleveland, mainly due to their owner, Dan Gilbert. They never seemed to quite be the same after LeBron left Cleveland the first time, and Dan Gilbert had that personal attack. All this Kyrie Irving stuff going on right now. Dan Gilbert basically fired their GM David Griffin before they can get Paul George. So there's reports that LeBron is basically done with it. Now, of course, unless we all personally know LeBron James, we don't know how true these reports are, but every Lakers fan in America seems to believe that this automatically confirms a LeBron James and Lonzo Ball duo in 2018, and I kind of see a big problem with that. As we all know, Lonzo Ball has pretty much made his name basically being a pass-first type of player. His vision, his ability to see things before they actually happen. So he has a pass-first style of game, and so does LeBron. So I think there can be a little confliction there. Now, I honestly do believe that both of these two players can score, especially LeBron. I mean, he averaged 25 points for like 8 years straight, so he can easily score like 10 years straight, excuse me. But I always felt like your game is your game, and LeBron is usually most effective as the point forward type of dominating figure for the team. And there's no way he can do that if Lonzo Ball is brought into LA to be the Magic Johnson type of leader for the franchise. I mean, it just won't work. And for anyone saying, well, LeBron was able to play with Kyrie, who was pretty much ball dominant pre-LeBron, so why can't he blend with Lonzo? Well, Kyrie Irving really isn't a true point guard like a CP3 or Steve Nash. He's more of a two-guard trapped in the point guard's body. He scored first, and that kind of correlated perfectly with LeBron because LeBron's presence allowed Kyrie to get the easier looks. Lonzo Ball, on the other hand, from what we know, he's the type of player that feeds off of making the right play, so I'm not sure if LeBron can just give him the ball in crunch time situations like he did Kyrie and say, man, just score the ball and get a bucket. Lonzo Ball, he doesn't really play like that. I mean, if LeBron's ultimate goal is to take down Golden State, which is the whole NBA's goal right now, that's the whole Western Conference goal. That's why I feel like everyone's going to the West. If that's LeBron's ultimate goal, I'm not sure if joining Lonzo Ball is actually the best suit. I think Lonzo Ball's style of play will actually fit much better with a player like Kevin Durant or even a Paul George, guys that score first so he can take on more of that natural facilitator role. That's why I think Magic Johnson was so strong on not trading away Brandon Ingram, because he's hoping that he can develop Brandon Ingram to that guy that maybe doesn't score exactly like Kevin Durant, because that's a one-in-a-generation type of guy. I mean, he's one of the best scorers of all time, but maybe something similar like that so Lonzo Ball can have someone to feed the ball to consistently. LeBron, if he were to go to LA, he's been like the ultimate facilitator for like the last decade, so he can actually hinder what Lonzo Ball does best. This is why I never liked the idea of LeBron and CP3 on the same team, because I always thought their style of play kind of conflicted with each other. And like Broussard said in my intro, unless LeBron swallowed his pride and said, I'll come in and play off Lonzo and just average 30 points while letting Lonzo run the show, it just won't work. LeBron, he would have to ultimately swallow his pride and say, I'm going to let this 20-year-old take over the team and command the team, and I'm going to just be kind of the guy that scores the ball and, not be the secondary guy because he is LeBron James, but just adjust to a whole new role and let Lonzo Ball actually run the show and be the point guard. And I know a lot of Lakers fans, they're going to be pissed off at this video. They're going to dislike this video because when you talk about LeBron joining LA, I mean, we've been talking about this possibility for like the last 6 years, so everyone gets excited when you talk about LeBron in LA. Even I get excited to a certain extent, but I have to be completely objective and fair because I'm just not sure if their style of plays blend together. And one of them, they're going to have to change their style. I don't think it would be Lonzo Ball because he's already new to the NBA, so he's going to have to adjust anyway. I think it should be, it should be LeBron because he's the veteran or whatever. So if this style of play is going to work, especially in the Western Conference, the deep Western Conference, with Golden State, of course, San Antonio as always, Minnesota now, Houston now, if they're going to be a top dog and actually compete and actually get to the finals, because that's going to be the objective for LeBron will have to change his style of play. But, that's just my opinion. Also, Brandon Ingram, what happens with him? Because I've been hearing a lot of LeBron James, Paul George 2018 with Lonzo Ball. But if that were to happen, then what happens to Brandon Ingram? Because Brandon Ingram was the number 2 overall pick 2 years ago, and he was supposed to be like, I hate saying Kevin Durant-like, but he's so skinny and tall and he can score, so that's what we automatically think of. So he was supposed to be somewhat similar to the Kevin Durant score type of guy. What happens to him if you bring in Paul George and LeBron James? It's only one basketball, so what's going to happen if you bring in those two guys? I just don't know if LeBron James and Lonzo Ball actually fits. I know it sounds great on paper because it's the new face of the NBA and the current face of the NBA with LeBron, but we'll just see, man. We'll see. That's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think, because I'm not sure if this works. Like I said, I know a lot of Lakers fans are going to be pissed off at this video, but I have to be completely honest. If you guys think LeBron James and Lonzo Ball, they can play together, if you guys agree with me to a certain extent, if you want to add on to it, don't be afraid to comment. I really want to hear what you guys think in the comments, because I really do think this can be a problem. It can work if LeBron does what Broussard said in my intro, but if he doesn't and he kind of if he's that alpha dude, I'm LeBron James, I do whatever I want, I came here to save the franchise, whatever, it won't work. But if he alters his game to Lonzo Ball, it can work. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I hope, Lakers fans, all I ask is for you to be completely unbiased. Try to get your feelings out of it and your emotions. Get out of your emotions and be completely honest about what you know about basketball. If you like this video, like the video. Follow my social media, do all that great stuff, guys. And until next time, stay tuned.
Spinach, I've been here for a minute. Hey, playing games with me, shawty, this is not no scrimmage. Swear that I did it. I do it, I does it. Hey, shout out my bloody, my woody little niggas. Shout out my buzzes,